So I'm going to share why I think Trump would be able to end the Russia-Ukraine war quickly. So just to cover why Russia started the war. So the first reason was to finish what he started in 2014. And the second one was because he believed that Europe, EU specifically, did not have the political willpower to actually fully isolate themselves from the Russian economy. And Putin's worst fear, if he doesn't come to the negotiating table, is if there's actually a full-on isolation from the Russian economy, because there's plenty of U.S. businesses still doing business in Russia, and also with EU that's still funding Russia's war machine. And this is no longer a war just against Russia and Ukraine. North Korea is also participating as well, and this is against the interests of the United States just due to the fact that it gives North Korean troops training, and it also further escalates the threat of North Korea by giving them training and also giving North Korea time to actually test out their equipment. So I think the most effective way to get Russia to stop is actually making Putin's worst fear to come true, where you apply similar sanctions with what happened with Iran. So Iran, any business that did with Iran and bought their oil, they could not do business in the United States. And this decimated every single economy just from the United States alone that applied the sanction. So if you not only get the United States, but also all of NATO to apply sanctions like this would be Russia's worst fear. And when you alleviate the pressure on stuff like this and cave in, you get a situation with the Israel-Hamas war, because the United States, they gave Iran $6 billion in aid, and this freed up resources for Iran to fund the proxy war against Israel with Hamas, and it's why we have all this suffering in Gaza. So, and the reason why specifically Trump is because he has the political willpower to actually do this. He was about to make Iran get broke after pulling out of the deal, and also withholding any aid that prevented Iran from not having enough resources to actually fund proxy wars. He also wasn't afraid to sanction Russia, such as the time when they unleashed chemical weapons in the United Kingdom, which I think taught Putin a swift lesson that he can't just do whatever he wants just because someone says something nice about him in office. So, hope you enjoyed the video. There's also additional things such as the threat of other, giving Ukraine more weapons. However, I think the most effective would actually implementing sanctions properly and going all in like this instead of the gradual stuff, because the gradual stuff, it just gives Russia time to prepare. But if you just go straight in right now, and with Russia's troops mostly being depleted, the cost for Russia to keep staying in the war instead of just negotiating a truce with Ukraine would be significantly higher and politically unsustainable in the future, because Putin, despite him being authoritarian, he does have to please a certain amount of people back home to keep his war machine going. Otherwise, go ahead and share me your thoughts. Do you think Trump would be able to end the war quickly, especially if effective sanctions like this, where you actually fully isolate them, not just with transferring assets, but just not doing any business period with North Korea and Iran? Do you think that's something that could happen? Let me know in the comments. At least I think it's possible, especially with both sides getting pretty tired already and running out of troops.